Okay, yan. So, kung medyo nabitin tayo kanina sa discussion ko sa pagkuha ng sum of roots of a quadratic equation, ayan. So, let's discuss more examples. So, kinopya ko na kanina yung mga equation, tsaka yung mga roots that we have already obtained kanina sa discussion natin. So, ayan, let's have number 4. Ano yung ating value ng A dito? It's 8. Tapos yung B dito is negative 2. Tapos isunod natin yung C, which is negative 3. So, for the sum of the roots, it's negative B over A. So, we have negative of negative 2 over 8. This is going to be 2 over 8, or pag simplify, 1/4. Now, do you think we're going to get the same kapag inad natin yung mismong mga root? 3/4 plus negative 1/2. So, 3/4 plus negative 1/2. So, yung negative 1/2, kung siya pwede isulat, dito na lang siguro, sa gilid, can be rewritten as a fraction whose denominator is 4. Kasi, ang 2 is a factor of 4. Therefore, the LCD of this 2 is just 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2 times negative 1, negative 2. So, we will have 3/4 plus negative of 2/4. And since we are dealing with similar fractions, parehas ang denominator, we copy yung common denominator na 4. And then 3 plus negative 2 is positive 1. And yes, we got the same result sa pagkuha ng sa sum of roots. Either i-add mo mismo yung mga roots or apply the shortcut na negative b over a. At ito nga yung kanina na binigay kong example, yung equation number 5 na ang roots ay 1/3 and negative 2/5. So, ano ang a dito? 15. Ano ang b? 1. Ano yung c? Negative 2. So, anong shortcut nga sa sum? Negative b over a. So, this means negative of 1 over 15. And this is already in its simplest form. So, let's make use of the roots themselves. Ano ang 1/3 plus negative 2/5? So, again, we can make use of butterfly technique to get the sum. So, we have 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 5 plus negative 6 is negative 1. And then 3 times 5 is 15. So, ang sagot dito ay negative 1 over 15, which is just the same result na nakuha natin kanina when we use negative of b over a as a shortcut. Let's have examples 3 and 4 from equations 6 and 7. Ayan. So, these are, we call that irrational roots. So, first, let's identify muna yung a, which in this case is 3. Ano yung b? Negative 14. At ano yung c? Negative 8. So, meaning, negative of b over a will give us negative of negative 14 na positive 14 over a na 3. So, ibig sabihin, if we're going to add these roots, we're going to get 14/3. So, pakita natin. So, 7 plus square root of 73 all over 3 plus 7 minus square root of 73 all over 3. So, again, parehas lang denominator. So, we copied common denominator na 3. And then, 7 plus 7, 14. And then, square root of 73 plus negative square root of 73 is 0. Meaning, the result in the sum of the numerators is just 14. So, 14 over 3 nga ang sum. Kaparehas nito. Next example. So, in this, a is 7, b is positive 1, and then c is negative 2. So, ano yung b over a? Negative b over a is going to be negative 1 or negative of 1 over 7. Na nakasimplest form na yan. So, it means ang negative 1 plus square root of 57 all over 14 plus negative 1 minus square root of 57 all over 14 should give us a sum of negative 1 over 7. Pero, syempre, definitely, ang denominator mo na dito ay 14, yung common sa dalawa. And the negative 1 plus itself is negative 2. And then yung positive square root of 57 plus negative square root of 57 is just 0 nga. Meaning the sum of the numerators is just negative 2. And simplifying this will require us to divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. And the result will be negative 1 over 7. So, parehas na naman. Okay. Next. we have, for examples, call that 4 and 5 na, no? No, 5 and 6 from equations 8 and 9. So, ano yung A dito? 16. Ano yung B? 24. At ano yung C? 9. So, negative B over A is going to give us negative of 24 over 16, which when simplified, dividing both by 8, is negative 3 halves. So, ano ba ang negative 3/4 plus itself? So, we have, of course, negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6 over the common denominator na 4. And dividing this and this by 2 will give us the same answer na negative 3 halves. So, tama. Next, in this case, A is 25, B is negative 10, and then C is 1. So, negative B over A. So, meaning negative of negative 10, positive 10 over 25. Tama ba? Tama, no? So, 10 over 25, divisible sila parehas. Yung number, numerator and denominator by 5. So, will give us 2/5. At ano ang 1/5 plus 1/5? Eh di, 2/5 nga lang din. So, parehas. Next, last two examples. Ito, may imaginary part. So, ibig sabihin, the roots are imaginary. So, ano ang A muna? Dito, 2. B is negative 3. And then C is positive 2. So, we have negative B over A. Ibig sabihin, negative of negative 3, positive 3 over A na 2. 3 halves dapat yung ating makuha ang sagot. So, ano yung sum ng dalawa? 3 plus I square root of 7 all over 4 plus 3 minus I square root of 7 all over 4. Siyempre, ang sagot dito is in terms of denominator 4. Tapos, 3 plus 3 is 6. Tapos, I square root of 7 plus negative I square root of 7, that will just be 0. No need to write it. So, 6 over 4 ang sagot. Simplifying this, divide lang natin parehas ang numbers by 2. So, 3 halves din. So, tama. Next, last example, we have A here is 9, B naman is 10, and then C is 3. So, it means negative B over A will be equal to negative of 10 over A na 9. So, negative 10 ninths. So, ano ba yung sum ng dalawa? Negative 5 plus I square root of 2 all over 9 equals negative 5 minus I square root of 2 all over 9. Hindi pala siya. Plus sign yan, sorry. So, we're getting the sum. So, again, ang common denominator is 9. Kukapihin lang. Negative 5 plus negative 5 is negative 10. And then, I square root of 2 plus negative I square root of 2 is just negative 10. Tama? Sorry. Lutang na talaga ako. I square root of 2 plus negative I square root of 2 is just 0. Ibig sabihin lang nun, yung sum ng dalawang numerators na yan is just negative 10. So, ang sum na itong dalawang to, na roots ay negative 10 over 9, parehas dun sa ating nakuha kanina. So, ayan. So, ganyan ang pagkuha ng sum ng roots at chinek pa natin using the roots themselves. What if we're concerned naman sa product? So, again, kanina, we already denoted na yung x sub 1 pwede siyang negative of b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Tapos, x sub 2 naman is equal to negative of b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, this is from the quadratic formula. So, how do we get now the product of the roots? So, based on these fractions lang, meaning, we can get muna the product of the denominators, 2a and 2a. That will give us 4a squared. And then, what will be the shortcut in determining the products of the numerators? We can see naman that this is the case of sum and difference of two numbers, which means we can apply the shortcut na kapag sum and difference of two numbers, yung binomials natin minumultiply, we can apply yung FL. Get the product of the first terms and get the product of the last terms. It will result to difference of two numbers. So, negative of b times negative of b kasi these are the first terms. So, positive b squared. And then, positive times negative kaya negative siya. Tapos, square root of b squared minus 4ac times itself. Yun, ibig sabihin, square root of a number times itself or times square root of the same number, which means the result is just the common radical na b squared minus 4ac. And then we further simplify. So, dito sa numerator natin, b squared minus the binomial b squared minus 4ac. So, pwede natin isulat in column form para hindi nakakalito. So, definitely, yung b squared minus b squared cancelled yan. Pero, syempre, we can apply muna, we'll have to still apply yung rule in subtracting, di ba? We change the sign of subtrahend, then proceed to addition. We have nothing to add 4ac2. Ibig sabihin, we bring down lang. So, positive 4ac ang sagot sa b squared minus this binomial. So, 4ac over 4a squared. And therefore, we can cancel yung common factor na we can already see yung 4. Tama? So, cancelled yan. This will give us ac over a squared. Ang a squared, pwede mo siyang isulat as a times a. And you can already see na we can cancel ulit yung common factor. This time a. So, a and a sa taas baba. Cancelled. So, sagot, c over a. So, c over a ang shortcut naman to get the product of the roots. And let's go back to the examples we showed kanina to get the sum. This time, let's get the product. So, c over a lang din ha. Kanina b over a, or negative b over a. So, dito tayo sa example 1 and 2 from equations 4 and 5. So, ano ang c sa equation 4? Negative 3. Ano ang a? 8. Ibig sabihin, c over a is negative 3 over 8. So, ito yung kanyang simplest form na din kasi wala na common factor ang 3 at saka 8 bukod sa 1. Do we get negative 3 over 8 then if we multiply the products? Multiply the roots. 3/4 times negative 1/2. So, numerator times numerator, negative 3 ang sagot siya. Denominator times denominator, positive 8. Yes, we get this 8. Okay, next. What about ito sa equation number 5? Ano yung c? Negative 2. Ano yung a? Positive 15. So, negative 2 over 15 dapat na maging product ng roots ng equation number 5 natin. So, let's show that we will multiply the two roots. 1/3 times negative 2/5. So, we have 1 times negative 2 is negative 2 over 3 times 5, 15. And yes, they are equal. Next. Ayan. So, paano naman kaya pag ganito nga na may radical part? So, still, let's check muna using the shortcut. Ano yung c over a? C over a. So, we have negative 8 over 3. And negative 8/3 is already in the simplest form. 8 and 3 do not have any other common factor bukod sa 1. And multiply natin itong dalawang to. So, what is 7 plus square root of 73 all over 3 times 7 minus square root of 73 all over 3. Siyempre, denominators muna, mas madali. 3 times 3 is 9. And again, sum and difference lang naman yan, so FL lang din. So, 7 times 7, first terms, product is 49. Then, last terms, pagkaiba yung sign nila, therefore, negative ang kanilang magiging product. So, square root of 73 times itself, again, the result there is the common radicand na 73. So, 49 minus 73. No need for parentheses since 73 is positive. What is 49 minus 73? It should be a negative number. Negative 24. Tapos over 9 pa nga. And we can simplify this by dividing both numbers by 3. So, negative 24 divided by 3 is negative 8. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, yes, we got the same. Negative 8/3 then. In number 7 naman, ang c dito is negative 2 and then yung a is 7. Meaning the product of the root should be negative 2 over 7. So, let's see if upon multiplying 1 plus square root of 57 all over 14 and negative 1 minus square root of 57 all over 14 will get 2 over 7 nga. So, 14 times 14 is 196. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. The product of these two numbers, yung mga last terms ay negative. Square root of 57 times itself is just 57. So, 1 minus 57 is negative 56 over 196. So, ito ko sulat ha. Yung negative 56 over 196, pwede yan i-divide muna parehas by 14. So, we'll get negative 4 over 14. And divide natin now by 2, we will get, yes, negative 2 over 7. Parehas dun sa binigay ng c over 8. So, tama. Hanggang dun muna. Bye for now.